Hello everyone! Thank you for taking the time to check out my pregnancy vlog. Super appreciate it. Alright, so as usual, I've been very bad. And by that I mean, you know, life gets busy. So I'm gonna do week 17 and 18 in this one. Okay, so week 17. I'm actually not going to talk a whole lot about week 17 because week 17 was pretty good. Let me pull up real quick because I should have done this before I started recording, but yeah, I don't have that much time to record this, so I'm just trying to throw it together real fast. Okay, so week 17 was from April 9th, from April 9th to April 15th. And, you know, generally it was pretty good. You know, I usually talk symptoms, cravings. I did not have a whole lot of either. It wasn't really, which is, I'm hoping because of the second trimester kind of turnaround that you usually get. I didn't have a ton of symptoms, a little bit of my usual morning sickness here and there, but generally not, which was really nice. And I also didn't have a whole lot of cravings. Generally, I haven't had a whole lot of cravings, which is kind of nice right now. And this is gonna sound awful, but I've also just kind of been trying to make sure I'm getting food in my stomach. So that's kind of where I'm at, honestly. So other than that, nothing too bad. That week, I did have my cardiologist sonogram. All that is they just wanted me to do, they just wanted to do a sonogram on my heart, which, let me tell you something, hearing what your body sounds like is, like, obviously there's baby and you can kind of hear that when you have sonograms for your baby, but when it's like right up there on your heart, just going the-thunk, 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 you're like, oh my gosh, I do not want to hear what's going on in my body here. Sorry, had to answer a phone call real quick, but so my sonogram, other than hearing what's going on in your body, it went pretty well. I actually felt like I was gonna fall asleep, because they need you to breathe in a certain pattern, and you know, they're talking quietly so they can listen to your heart. And so just kind of whatever. She said from what she saw wasn't too bad, and I did get a message from my cardiologist later saying that everything looked normal. So yay, all that looked good. She kind of just wanted to double check some things since I do have some high blood pressure, but everything looks good. So with that said, I'm gonna move on to week 18. Oh my goodness. Week 18 has been so fun. So week 18, it started out bad. Like, it started out with a really bad morning sickness day. Like, I want to say I ended up going into work about 10 minutes late because I started feeling nauseous. And then that week I actually ended up trying to call off for a full day because of how bad the nausea was hitting me. Like, usually I get sick maybe once in the morning, and just kind of feel a little icky for the rest of the day. But when I know it's time to call in, or I know it's time that I need to call in when I'm like getting sick multiple times before I even leave for work. And that was the situation on that particular day. I was like, nah, I can't do it. Unfortunately, they really needed me in. Basically, we had our regional manager in and they needed all hands on deck. I was like, okay. So I ended up going in and it was fine. I only went in for a couple hours at the very end of the day, but it's definitely one of those things where you're like, I just want to sleep. I feel so bad. this whole time, by the way, week 17 too, I've been feeling baby kicking more and more. My husband has not been feeling baby as much. And I think part of that has been I haven't really caught it at a time where like they kick more than once. So they'll kick once, I'll try to put his hand on my stomach, and baby doesn't want to kick again. So whatever. Baby's been pretty active in the morning. But other than that, it's been hard to kind of pinpoint when they are moving. Sorry, I totally jumped ahead of myself. Going back to symptoms, that's really, like, that really sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it has been pretty awful feeling gross again. And I'm actually a day into week 19 now and still not feeling too great. And then I did the really dumb thing this morning. I talked to my doctor, and my doctor suggested that I start taking my prenatals at night. Cause that's definitely, like, the new prenatals I've been taking are definitely part of the reason I feel so icky. Like I can like taste it, if that makes sense, in the morning. So I talked to, my doctor, and they said, go ahead and take them at night. And I have been, but then this morning I mixed up which pills I'm supposed to be taking, because I'm supposed to be taking blood pressure pills as well. I was not thinking. I was just going through the motions, and I ended up taking my prenatals, and I felt so sick for a good part of the morning. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. But that's okay. Other symptoms, I'm sure you can see on my face, definitely have not gotten the very radiant, pretty pregnancy face. I still am getting hardcore acne. Thank you, face. And also just in general, really like gassy. Like, I know that's not a fun thing that we like to talk about, but like, especially in the morning, I'm burping a lot. Just have a lot of gas. I don't know what it is. Usually it gets better throughout the day as I'm drinking more water and eating more, but maybe it's from having an empty stomach. I don't know. I don't know anything about, like, I don't know what's causing it, but it's happening, and it's definitely not fun. At least not, no, it's not fun. Other things that I've been noticing, so my stomach has definitely gotten like super hairy, and I'm not gonna show you guys. And I am thankfully very blessed to be blonde. So like my legs, you can't tell unless it gets really bad that I haven't been shaving because I have blonde hair. So like my stomach, you can't really tell a lot unless you're looking closely like I am. And then you're like, oh my gosh, my stomach's gotten so hairy. I also definitely have a bump. A lot of my work friends have been like, you just have a burrito bump. And I'm like, okay, except that two things. If you know anything about me, and I know I don't have pictures of myself pre-bump, but if you know anything about me, I am very proud of myself for not having a stomach that sticks out a whole lot. And my stomach is totally sticking out, and it's driving me insane. And so, like, I know there's something else there. And then I also, like, you know, I'm not gonna thank goodness no one's wanted to come up and touch my belly except for close friends and family, because that's all I want, touching my belly. But, like, they, you know, they do, like, you can tell it's harder, you know, there's something behind that tummy. So I know in my head, it's not just a burrito baby, it is a real baby. And I know I look pregnant to myself. I was just like, guys, it's actually a real bump. And supposedly baby's supposed to double in the next couple weeks, something like that. So just gonna get bigger, just gonna get a bigger tummy. I would say that's pretty much it for the symptoms. Still not, like I said, with week 17, still not having any super cravings. Really haven't had any this whole pregnancy. I mean, like, here and there. my like need for cheese is starting to go away, and I don't need ices as much anymore. So I don't even need like my popcorn. I'm a big fan of popcorn. I'm not like super craving that or anything. I think the one big thing, and I've touched on this before, is actually more like an anti-craving. I really don't care for sweet things, which is not the end of the world. I don't mind that. But like super sweet or fried things haven't really been like something I really need. I've needed carbs whenever I feel sick, because that's something that stays down. But otherwise there hasn't been anything super drastic. I haven't been like waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning going, I need pickles. So nothing like that yet. No weird cravings. And let's see, I usually talk symptoms, cravings, and then big things that are happening. This week I didn't have anything. No, I did have something today, but I'm going to consider that week 19, so I'll talk about that next week. But it was a pretty calm week in terms of baby. I think family is starting to pull what they think I'm going to have, which means next time, hopefully I'll be able to sit down before my appointment. Actually, yeah, I should be able to sit down before my next appointment, or before my 20-week appointment, and do like a gender, what do I think I'm going to have based on old wives' tales type thing. Gender prediction. That's what I mean. Do like a gender prediction test and see what it says, see what a bunch of them say, and just kind of play around with it, because that sounds like fun. I've seen some other people do that, and I just think it's adorable. But yeah, don't have any of that. Week 19, like I said, I do have my, week 19, I do have my cardiologist appointment, which was technically today, but I'll talk about it on the next one. Week 20, during week 20, I have a dentist appointment. Super fun. And then after week 20, I guess, so once I hit week 20, after that, during week 21, I have my big ultrasound. So got stuff coming up. Still have stuff going on like every week, if not every other week. So yeah, so far so good still. And hopefully it continues to stay that way. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I've been talking long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for checking out my pregnancy vlogs. I super appreciate it. If you want, you can go ahead and like and subscribe down below. But more importantly, baby dust to everybody who is currently trying to have a little one. And congratulations if you found out that you are having one. One of my best friends in Colorado this week had her baby, and we are so excited. I cannot wait to meet her. So welcome to the world, Talia Louise. I cannot wait to meet you. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you again for watching. Bye!